Welcome everybody. Here we are again. Today we're going to solve quadratic equations, and these are going to be level 4 equations. And we're going to be using our Quadrus method. We're going to be solving it with the square method. And a beautiful thing about this method, I'll tell you this much, a lot of times students, you're waiting for like that point with that obstacle that you can't get by or something. You're like, oh, it's going to be the next one, I ain't going to understand it. This method really builds off itself. So if you can do the level 1, 2, and 3, you'll be able to do the level 4 because it's going to be connected, and I'm going to show you how they're connected. So this was a level 3 up here. The thing about the level 3, and I'll use green, is down here, like we didn't get to pick what that was, right? I mean, we wanted to make a square. This had to be 25 because that was the dimensions. Now, what made it a level 3 is it happened to also be the exact number we wanted it to be. Well, that's not going to happen in a level 4. So that'll be the edit that we're going to have to do. So let's look at a level 4. So I wrote a couple down. Now, if this was an actual class, you could just pick really any number after the first 2. So let's go plus 10x. Now I'm going to go plus 19 because I'm going to set it up to where our answer is going to eventually be an integer here. But we don't care if answers are integers. We're not limited to that. It's equal to 30. All right, so we're going to approach it the same way we approached the last one. Approach isn't different. The approach is to model it as a square. So here we go. What are we going to do? Model it as a square. That's it. Beautiful job, class. So x times x. Now we've got a nice even number there, 10x. What we'll do is we'll split that and we'll put 5x there and 5x over here. So plus 5 and plus 5. Now we know that this square, this last remaining area here is 25. And so here's the difference, is that we didn't want it to be 25. We actually wanted, we only got 19 ones. So this is not really a picture of this expression because this expression has 19 ones and this expression has 25 ones. Whereas here they were identical. Well, what do we got to do? Just make them identical. Just make them identical. We're going to make every level 4 into a level 3. And then we'll make every level 3 into a level 2. And we know that level 2 is just level 1 in disguise. All right. So it is an equation, so I can't only add to one side. I have to add to both sides. I'll work in this area here now. So that means we have x squared plus 10x plus 25 is equal to 36. Hopefully you can see that. Beautiful. Lovely. It's brilliant because here we know is x plus 5 times x plus 5. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, we did it. Unbelievable. Cinderella story. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. We done went from a level 4 to a level 3 down to a level 2. Come on. Can I get a holler over there? All right, there we go. So we're going to go plus or minus 6. So we got to subtract 6 from both sides. And I think I'm just barely on the screen, but I should be able to finish this. That'll be 1 and negative 11. Boom. It's a beautiful thing. I'll tell you that much. That's level 4. Level 4, just a level 3 and a little bit of a disguise, right? All right, so let's do this thing here. Let's get that erased. All right. So I got a couple kind of picked out that I want to try. Okay, so let's do x squared plus 8x plus 21 is equal to 41. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to approach this the same way we've approached all of them. We're going to use the Quadrus method. We're going to model this thing as a square. We're going to start with the first term, x squared. Let's build it. That's it. The birds are chirping for a reason because it's a nice day and we're having ourselves a good enough time here, right? We're having ourselves a good enough time. So I got 8x's. I'll put 4 of them here and 4 of them there. Oh, that's very, very nice. So I don't get to pick this number. I mean, that area is 4x. That has to be a 4. So does that. I don't get to pick that number now because I need this to be a square. I need it to be a square, so that has to be 16. Now, I have 21 ones. That's 16 ones. They're not the same. I want them to be the same because I want to leverage the idea of a square here. But that's not really problematic for me because what I'll do is I will just subtract 5 this time. Last time we added, this time we subtracted. Make sure we do it to both sides. All right, so now what we have is we have x squared plus 8x plus 16 is equal to 36. So beautiful, and I picked numbers that would give us this answer, but the next time we'll just do it totally random. It's always going to work for us. Again, it wasn't a level 3. We made it a level 3 by subtracting this time. So sometimes you'll have to subtract, other times you add. Huh, who knew? All right, so now let's make it a level 2. Oh my God, feeling strong. There we go. Something squared is equal to 36, so that something is plus 6 or minus 6. Now I want to subtract 4 from both of them. Remembering that when you subtract a positive, you get closer to 0. And if you, well, let's put it that way, or you get less positive. If you're negative and you take away a positive, you get more negative. It's true in life, it's true in mathematics, right? And so that's why we're down there at -10 now when we were at -6. All right, feeling good? I hope so. I ain't here to stress you out, I'm here to teach you. And the nice thing about this method is it gives you a nice conceptual understanding of squares. And what's a square but an area, right? So it's really a nice area model here. Let's do one more. Let's just rock this one randomly. X squared. Let's do a minus this time. 12x plus, again, it's not going to matter the number. So let's do 3, sure. Is equal to 14. Fine. It's nice. This beautiful thing about the method is going to work no matter what. Now, I hope that we don't get another perfect square over here. If we do, that just happened randomly because I kind of just picked the number 14. But let's see what happens. All right, what are we going to do first? We're going to build that thing, Mr. Miller. That's what we're going to do first. That's what we do every time. Stop asking us, Mr. Miller. We know what we're doing here. We know. That's 12. Now, you may have noticed I'm always picking even numbers. A little hint to what a level 5 might be, right? It ain't going to be an even number. But here, it is an even number. And even numbers are beautiful for cutting in half. Those are easy numbers to cut in half. All right, there it is. Cash money. Now here, I don't get to pick and choose this area because I'm making it a square. That has to be positive 36. -6 times -6. Well, I don't have positive 36. I have 3. Well, that's not a problem. I just need to add 33. And I'll have 36. And I do it to both sides, and I'm good. As long as you do it to both sides of the equation, you're going to be fine. Ain't no problems there. Ain't no problems there. All right, so I'll start right here. I'll try to make it to where it all fits there. So x squared minus 12x plus 36 is equal to, so I'm going to add 10, that's 43, plus 4 is 47. Brilliant. Lovely. Now it's a level 3. Okay. Hey, whatever. Hey, I'm feeling all right. 47. What a great number. A beautiful number. I believe it's a prime number. It's a prime number. That's my thought. Maybe not, but that's what I think. I think it's a prime number. So here we go. X minus 6 squared is equal to 47. Now it's a level 2. Something squared is 47. Therefore, that something has to be plus or minus the square root of 47. Because if you have a square whose area is 47, the only way you can nail that exactly is by doing the square root of 47 by the square root of 47. All right, and we know that I'm going to add 6 to the equation, so plus or minus square root of 47 plus 6. Okay. The birds are chirping for a reason. That's what I think here. It looks good to me. Hope you're doing well. As always, be kind to each other and stay hip.